Thank you. Thank you. and welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching us from this morning, this afternoon. Delighted to have your company, and I tell you what, we have got some amazing products lined up for your masterclass. It's all about Hunkydory, one of my absolute faves, and brand new products right throughout the show. Lots to get on with and lots to show you. Getting nice and early though, that's what I would say. We had some busy shows yesterday and the stock was flying out the window. So to ensure that you get what you want to get, make sure you get in nice and early. Now, as always, I am not here alone. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by one of my absolute faves and, well, according to you yesterday, one of the cutest men in craft. It's Craig!
Thank you, Ben. And let's just say over the last, well, just short of 24 hours, yes, there's been a lot of comments regarding cutie going around. So very, very embarrassing. So thank you for all starting that. And that's like, one of those funny thanks. Anyway, yeah, we've got an incredible couple of hours again. As Ben said, it's Hunkydory. Hunkydory Crafts. Many of you already know my past history with Hunkydory Crafts, been on the design team for many years. And of course, I don't think I have mentioned that quite a lot in the past, but any new viewers, obviously we've got Ben. Ben does know Hunkydory Crafts quite well as well, but it's going to be a fun couple of hours, as I said. We've got lots of new things. We've got lots of different things, and the fact maybe you struggle on inserts, we're going to show you how to actually do that, use them, and yeah, we're just going to do a good old bit of crafting. That's what we're going to do.
I got a Hunkydory badge, I have.
I've got a Hunkydory pen, I do.
Yeah, well anyway, I've got a Hunkydory trolley token.
Well, I've got a Hunkydory like on my Instagram page.
Yeah, well anyway, Anne-Marie from Hunkydory, yeah, she says that I'm one of her faves.
I totally agree with that, actually, yeah. I do.
Moving swiftly on, must say hello to a few of you already in. Francis from Central Upstate New York, Nicole from Connecticut, Diane from Virginia, Christine from London, and Sarah from Melbourne. As always, if you want to get in touch throughout the show, anything you want to know, anything you want to show, you can get in touch on the usual channels, Facebook and YouTube. There's all the details right there for you. But we must crack on because we have got some amazing products to show you over the course of the next couple of hours, and we're going to kick off again with something completely new, brand new from Hunkydory. It's the Adorable Scoreable pattern packs. This collection is absolutely amazing. You're going to get 6 packs within the main bundle, 144 sheets in total. You've got your midnight rainbows, your denim prints, your paper and woods, your watercolor wash, abstract ombres, and your rose gold and black, and this is absolutely beautiful. 350 GSM, so you've got kind of construction weight cardstock here as well, and the Adorable Scoreable. For those of you who know Hunkydory, you'll know all about the Adorable Scoreable, but if you don't, it's basically going to give you the opportunity to fold this and score this. It's not going to crack, it's not going to feather. It is absolutely brilliant, and I truly believe that if you've never used this before and you're buying this for the first time today, once you've got it back, you will come back to it time and time again because it is just brilliant. Some amazing colors on here, some amazing patterns as well for all your projects, and it's £40 or $60. Everybody saving over 15% off the usual price, which is great when you consider this is brand new to us as well. Brand new, and we're already giving you savings, which is amazing. We're already very, very busy indeed right across the board, so get in nice and early. If you want to go for these packs individually, of course, you've got the option to do that as well. But the main value for money is in this main collection. So let's start off and show you all of the different patterns that we've got here. This, of course, is your Midnight Rainbows. Now, we're going to have a little bit of a game of snap. Well, actually, no, it's not going to be a very good game of snap, is it? Because we've got all different patterns from side to side. They're probably the worst game of snap ever. But I've got, I've got half of the different patterns that you've got within this collection, and Craig has got the other half. And as you can see, this is absolutely glorious. I think this is my favourite of the 6 that we've got within this collection. What have you got over there, mister, on your Midnight Rainbows?
So we have got same colourways, same theme, however, we've got different patterns. So we've got the stripes that we can see there, then we've got, look at the diamonds within these ones as well. Then moving on, we've got the circles or the polka dots that we've got on that one, and then we've got the love hearts as well. So you're getting 8 designs in each pack, and then what you're getting is 4 of each of the designs in each one, so you're getting a whole lot in each bundle.
Yeah, 8 designs, 3 of each. We're moving on now to your denim prints, and once again, very, very different. Perhaps if you're looking for designs and colours to go with more masculine projects, absolutely you can do. We've got your florals on here, then we've got your dotty designs as well, all with that kind of denim print, a bit more of a sort of damask there, yeah, and a real sort of denim texture, and then you've got your stripes, diagonal stripes across there as well. That is the first set in your denim prints. What you got?
So then, once again, keeping in line with the denim theme, look at that, exactly as you said, that was just like a pair of jeans on these ones here. All running through the blue as well as the white themes. So going all the way through at the back, you've got your different designs there. So a lot of them is very textured look. You've got some that's really crisp. Look at that one on that one there. Even incorporate these with your embossing folders. You're going to get extra texture with them, but your deeper colours there. But then just to show you, this card that's been made is made just looking like a pocket from the jeans.
Oh, that's well cool.
So that is using that one just there, and then all that's just been done is just cut, and all that is rectangles with a wee bit just cut out of the corner there to look like a pocket from a jeans. So much that you could be doing with these ones. Really is quite smart.
Really very different designs as well, as you're going to see with the next collection within your pattern packs. This is your paper and wood. Look at that. It's like your old style school book, isn't it? With the old margin down the side there. Maybe if you're into your scrapbooking and things like that. And look at that. That crumpled paper design, really cool, very different designs that you've got within this collection. You've got this beautiful font, 3 of that, and then again, something very different within the collection. It is sort of like more of a marbled effect, and you've got more of the woods over there, haven't you?
I do, yeah, so gone from the papers, which I'm sure back in school Ben had to write out many lines on that paper effect.
Oh, never! Not me!
But then going from the wood effect that you can see just here. So again, if I bring it in a bit closer, so you've got your wood effect. So very much, whether it's your MDF, whether it's your plyboard, whether it's your 2x4, laminate even, but then look at this one. So if you like to do your mail cards, this is certainly perfect for this one. You know, obviously for your foreboards or maybe even the decking of the ship that you've got there. And that one as well. So this is, again, this is the perfect one where if you've got any embossing folders with texture or wood effect or that, run them through and that's going to absolutely look and feel spectacular.
We used to have pink lines and blue lines at school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pink lines was for bad behaviour and blue lines was for bad work, bad homework. I always used to get blue lines for physics. They're very good at physics.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. When I was at school, it was all just the white lines, or it was like the jotter. Yeah, but didn't know that.
Well, there you go, see? But you never got lines, did you, Craig?
No.
Too cute to get lines. Next up, he's blushing now. Next up, within your collection, we've got your watercolour wash, and take a look at that. That's almost like sort of like a scene, isn't it? The blue skies into the green fields as well. It's absolutely beautiful and some fantastic colours right throughout this collection. Really, really gorgeous. Yeah, you're sort of again, sort of like a beach effect there, really, isn't it? Like the sea coming into the shore. It's absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at this as we go through. Loads of different colour options available for you as well. Really, really striking designs within this collection, which is your watercolour wash, and you've got even more of it there. Look at that.
I do now, look at these. Now, if you like the look of distressed backgrounds, whether it's your ink, your sparkle inks, anything like that, however, you don't always feel comfortable creating them, you don't know how to actually create them, then this is just a really quick way of doing it. All the designs are all there done for you, all the distress and all the colour, either in the marbling effect as well. All done within that one. Remember, everything that we're showing you, that Ben's showing you and that I'm showing you, what you're doing is you're getting 8 designs in each pack and then you're getting 4 of each design.
Loads of love for this already coming in on the tablet, which we'll look at in just a little bit. Lots of people saying that they've already ordered these, already got them in the carts and the baskets as well. Next up within this collection is your abstract ombres. And again, don't forget with this, you know, you've got these as amazing kind of mats and layers, but also the fact that you've got 350 GSM with this cardstock, you know, great for kind of doing your construction projects, you know, making boxes potentially as well, but some really, really glorious colors within this collection. 8 designs, 3 of each, and you've got the other half of this collection too.
I do indeed. So as you just said, Ben, perfect if you just want to score it in half and then just make your card blanks with them, or if you want to use them for your construction, great for doing any of your boxes. If you want to do your 3D modelling, you can be using them as well. Stamp onto some of these ones, certainly because it's adorable scoreable. What you can then do is use your heat embossing powders, you stamp and do your techniques that way. So much that you can do because it's 350 GSM.
And of course, again, with that adorable scoreable, if you're brand new to that, you're going to find that this is just so good for scoring, so good for folding. If you've used kind of cardstock before, where you found, particularly with your construction projects, that it's feathered and it's sort of cracked as you've folded it, you're going to find with the adorable scoreable, you're going to get a brilliant score, a brilliant fold each and every time. This is your rose gold and black, and again, some really interesting designs here, some really interesting shapes as well, sort of a marbling effect on some of these, and you've got almost like a geometric shape over there as well.
I do, yeah. Now, when it comes to these ones, so the black incorporates some of the rose gold when it comes to the design. Look at that, it's like your oil and water effect with that one just there. But then if we show you the next ones here, so moving on to just the rose gold. So the rose gold is pure rose gold with your design within the middle that you can see just there. But again, look at all of these ones. So make them as the background of your card, make them as the focal point if you want, die cut your words with them. There's so much you can do with these.
Remember, brand new today, you're the first to get your hands on this collection, £40 or $60, 144 sheets in total. But remember, if you want to go individually, you can do that as well. Check our website to see how you can break these down into smaller bundles. But if you love the idea, if you love the idea of working with cardstock that you're going to be able to fold and score without that feathering going on, this is a great collection to go for. And lots of you already coming with comments, particularly the Midnight Rainbow. I think lots of you loving that as part of this. But remember, you get all of it for £40 or $60. Plenty more to show you as far as new goodies are concerned, but let's just have a look at some of these amazing designs in situ, because I know Craig has got some finished samples.
I do indeed. So I've got a few of them here using the cardstock. So you can see the one that we showed you a moment ago using the denim, just really simple, made to look like the pocket from your jeans, but then bringing in the watercolour effect there. So all that this one's been done is it's just been cut into squares using the guillotine, and then we've just taken our die cut hearts, die cut them out, and then we've just paper pieced them back in, just changing them up. And then we can see with this one here, how smart does this look? Again, really simple but really effective. So all that we've just done is die cut a star in one of the other designs, then we've used a strip on the other design as well with the word in the middle. Not a lot to it, but such effective design to look at.
Are you loving it? I think you are, right? Get yours whilst you can, because these are flying out of here. £40, $60. Do not miss out on the adorable scoreable from Hunkydory. Right, we've also got something else brand new for you. And what I love about these Hunkydory collections particularly is that if you are perhaps brand new to crafting and you're looking at an easy way at getting into card making, maybe you've lost your crafting mojo just a little bit and you're looking for easy ways to kind of make a card quite quickly without any fuss, without any drama, then these collections are absolutely brilliant. And brand new to us today, once again, is the Rose Quartz Dreams collection, which is going to give you everything that you need to create some amazing cards. These collections make at least 16 cards, but again, it kind of comes down to how over the top you want to be, how sort of frugal you want to be, but you've got everything that you need within these collections to create some amazing cards. Obviously, you know, you'll need your adhesives, maybe some foam pads as well, Mr. Foam Pad over there. You'll need to add those into your basket, but these are brilliant. So $38.95 or $58.49, and the Rose Quartz Dreams is absolutely stunning. This bundle is made up of your die cut topper sheet, and as you can see with this, it is absolutely glorious. It's luxurious, isn't it? Look at the colors, look at the beautiful imagery that you've got there as well, with those wonderful swans, and everything is beautifully die cut for you. Again, so if you haven't got, you know, your die cutting machine, if you are brand new to this and you just want something which is going to pop out of the cardstock nice and simply for you, you've got it right here. But that beautiful shimmer is great, and you'll see from top to bottom, side to side, you've got everything that you need. If you want to do a bit of decoupage, you can. You've got your borders included in there as well. You've got all the sentiments that you need. And I mean, take a look at this. Look at those shoes. Look at that dress. Looks like something I might stick on at Christmas when I do the panto. Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, you just beat me to that, Ben. I was just about to do that.
You have to be quicker next time. It's behind you. Again, we've got the beautiful oval butterflies in there with that shimmer effect. More of those beautiful sentiments in here too. And just take a look. It's all about getting this home, getting this out and getting crafting straight away. No fuss, no bother. Now, as well as your topper sheets, you're also going to get your accent forward cardstock and your printed cardstock as well. And again, what I love about this is the fact that it's all coordinating. You don't have to kind of think too much. You can just get this out and get working straight away with it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, on here, you've got the matching butterflies, and you can see that sort of shimmer effect you've got on the butterflies. As we go through, again, even more beautiful designs with that shimmer effect on the trim there, with the florals going through it as well. And again, you can see all of the imagery the same as the die cut toppers and sentiments that you've got. So it's nice and easy to go through and match everything up and create cards very simply and very quickly as well. Now, as well as your toppers, and as well as this cardstock as well, you are going to get your inserts and your little book included too. Let me grab all of that. Here we go. Your little book is absolutely amazing. I always think with this, it's 150 sheets that you've got within this. And actually, almost if you want to be really, really simple with this, it's 150 cards almost straight away, isn't it?
It is, it really is. And as we always say about Hunkydory, you can also sell anything you make. So even at worst case scenario, you were to sell your cards at £1. Look how much that you've got back there, £1 per card using one topper sheet. So you absolutely can go all out or keep it simple.
So all of this is included for $38.95 or $58.49, as I've said, for real simplicity, for out of the box crafting, you are away. And once again, you can see all of the beautiful imagery that you've got in your little books, matches up with your toppers, matches up with your cardstock as well. And with it being brand new, you might expect us to bring this to you, at the normal price, but straight off the bat, we give you a 25% saving off the bundle. So $38.95 or $58.49 if you're in the States as well. And I know Craig has been busy, but he's not done anything yet. But he's got some samples to show you these again, just how beautiful they look.
They do it, and you can see with everything that Ben's been showing you, you're getting that glisten. So the background, actually, the full collection is on your shimmering silk cardstock. So it's very much like a Centura Pearl effect. But you can see how it's all pinks and it's all blacks. All of the foils, you've got the frames included as well. The backgrounds coordinate with the toppers. They're all die cut, so you just want to pop them out just using maybe your scissors or your craft knife. Go all out, keep it simple, keep it small, or go and layer it all up together. You can see with these ones, so whether it's the toppers and you use the pattern backgrounds, or whether you use the pattern backgrounds that's got the foil on them, you can do so much.
You've also got, of course, within this your concept cards, which we haven't looked at. And again, this is seriously all about making things nice and easy for you. So with these, you've got the ability to make your rosettes and your easel cards as well. Must mention that all of your Hunkydory packs come with full instructions, and they come with kind of inspiration for you as well. So if you kind of get this back and you're thinking, what goes where? How do I put all this together? Everything is kind of there for you, so you don't need to worry. You've got all of these beautiful decorative touches to start with. Again, it's all about the butterflies with the shimmer, the swans, this beautiful almost sort of like masquerade feel on there as well. They all pop out very simply for you as well. And then you've got all of the bits and pieces to basically put your concept cards together. So with these, you've got the ability to make 8 different cards. Again, full instructions are included, but it's nice and simple to do, isn't it? Even if you're a complete beginner, these are really, really simple to put together, these concept cards.
So simple. We'll actually do one throughout the show.
Yeah.
But you can see everything you've got there. All you need is just a bit of adhesive, and that is all. Then you're going to be able to create such stunning pop-up cards or your easel cards as well. And within the pack, you get your envelopes for the pop-up card.
Yeah,
but you also get the wee boxes for your easel card, because these are dimensional, because they are a rosette effect. But there is the pretty pop-up. So that's how it looks. But then if I open it up, this is where your enables you to create your pop-up. So you can see there we've got all the different elements, all those parts that were in that sheet that Ben was just showing you there, pop them out and then just add them into the middle. You can see there you've got the sentiment, just layer them all up. So that's what you can do. So you've got that one, and then you can also do the easel card, which is the rosette.
$38.95, $58.49, brand new. Do not miss out. Already lots of you going for that collection. Now, something else which is brand new to us here on Crafters TV, which I think you are going to love, is this next collection, the Trim Me foiled pads. Now, these are absolutely genius. You've got the Birthdays Everyday Gold and Silver collection, 168 sheets in total for $29.96 or $44.97. So if I show you the Everyday collection first of all, this is the gold, and within this you have got page upon page of beautiful sentiments. So beautifully foiled, and again, sentiments that you can use for lots of different occasions. So again, with this, if you want to kind of print onto this, you can do. If you want to ink onto this, you can do. But you might be looking at the top of the screen and thinking, well, hang on a minute, what's all the scribbling on the back there? What's all those dimensions? Well, the brilliant thing about the Trim Me is that you can trim this down to the size of card that you're making. So you've got all of the guidelines on the reverse of your insert, to allow you to trim this down. So if you're making an 8x8 card, you've got the measurements for that. If you're making a 5x7, you've got the measurements. So you've got the ability to trim the insert to just the size that you want. Now, as well as having this in the gold, I'll just quickly show you, you've got the silver as well. So for all sorts of different occasions, and so many different beautifully foiled sentiments included in there as well. And then we've got these specific birthday insert pads too. It's such a clever idea, this, isn't it? And again, brilliant for people who are sort of brand new to crafting and worried about kind of sizing things up, I guess. It
really is, yeah, because it's something I get asked all the time is about inserts. How do you make them? How do you do them? What do you put in them? So this is done for you. So it's all foiled, sentiments foiled, but as Ben was showing you the back, you've got the guides. So that is whether you want to do an 8x8 insert, 7x7, 6x6, 4x3, DL, all these different sizes. We're going to show you again later on. All you need to do is either use your guillotine, your trimmer, or your craft knife and ruler just to follow those lines. All the measurements are there for you. And I say measurements, all that you're doing, make a 5x5 card, you just look for the lines that says 5x5. So simple. But then here is a DL card, and then there we go. We've got the insert within the middle, just there, all done for you. You don't need to worry about measuring up or doing any of the specific measurements. I can't get hold of the bottom, but I'll show you there. But again, all done for you, and it's all foiled beautifully.
As well as that, as I said, you will get your 2 pads, which are your birthdays, 42 sheets once again, and you've got 7 sentiments, 6 of each. And the brilliant thing, of course, here is you're saving 25%, so it's almost like you're buying 4 for the price of 3. Yeah. The right way around? Yeah, 4 for the price of 3. So huge value. Again, these are brand new to us today. You see them for the first time, and we're just, taking money off. You'd think we'll be bringing them to you full price, wouldn't you? But no, we are giving you 25% off, $29.96 or $44.97 if you're watching in the States. Listen, brand new stuff across the board. Encourage you to get involved. Just to mention as well, if you're wondering what's all this goodness over this side of the set, this is the opportunity for you to add some sparkle, add some glitz, add some glitter, some gilding flakes. There's loads of goodies on our website, kind of the finishing touches, if you like, and I think it's great to add these into your basket as well to give you kind of even more creativity as far as things are concerned. So do have a look. Some of the glitters that we've got on the sprays, and also the adhesive glitter papers as well, quite low stock. So if you see something that you like, make sure you get it in your basket nice and early. And with all of these, there's a 10% saving as well, so do not miss out. As always, get in touch. As I say, we've got loads of comments coming in, which I'll have a look at in just a few moments time, but we're going to go back to where we started about 25 minutes ago with this brand new collection, the pattern packs, the adorable scoreable pattern packs, and I believe Mr. Craig has got some demos for us. What are you going to show us, mister?
So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the paper and wood collection, and this one I'm going to be using the wood set for this one. So I do have a card finish off to show you at the end. However, what I've done is I've not prepped any of this, so we're literally going to do it live.
Wow.
So I just want to show you how you can use the cardstock straight away and make really quite unique but really nice cards. So I've just got a card blank, so this is just white card. This is our white smooth stamping card, and I've just actually folded it in half, so we've got our A5 card. So all that I'm also just going to do, I'm going to incorporate it with a bit of black. Now you can bring in any colour, but blacks, your craft cards, your golds, any of these colours would work well. So all that I'm just going to do is, I'm just doing a bit of matting and layering, as you would expect. So I'm just going to bring in this one just here. So again, you can see that texture already within the cardstock. So because it's our A5, what I'm wanting to do is I'm just going to roughly guess the size that I want to go to. And what I mean by that is I just tend to have a look, see obviously my card size, which is A5, and then I'm just bringing that in. So what I want to do is come in roughly half an inch all the way round. So I'm just going to come in that way. So I can just see here, so this gives me the matte and layer for the insert, and I'm going to come along with the black in a moment, just so you can see. So that's how I do my base layer. If you want to obviously measure it exactly, then you can do. Then for this one, what I'm going to do is doing my mattes and layers with the black. Now I'm kind of skating all over the place with this one. So let's bring in our black card. So what we're going to do is, so this one here, because I've got it to 5 1/4, you know my mattes and layers, I like to do them at 1/4 of an inch, so we're doing 5 1/2. So then all that I'm just going to do is cut. And then with this one, we're doing exactly the same. So because this one I've cut to 7 3/4, we're going to the 8 inches. So if we bring that one up, so we can see there, that now gives us our perfect matte and layer to go onto our card. But for the next one, which we're going to do it with the deeper tones, I want this to be a bit smaller within the middle. So for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for about a 4x6.
Loving this improv, Craig.
Do you know something? I love doing improv when well, I say improv. I do have one already finished, and that one earlier on was improv. But I kind of like the look of building the layers. So for this one here, I've just gone for a bit of a smaller one. So this one was 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm doing this because I want to show you how you can create a card. You can layer your card just using the cardstock alone. So I'm just going to, again, just do my mattes and layers. So because that's 3 3/4, let's go to 4 inches. And then if we just bring this one in, and then because that one is 5 inches, we are just going to do our layer. So it's 5 1/4. So again, bringing that one in. And then that's our mattes and layers. So we're starting to build upon that, you can see just there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this lighter one. So for this lighter one, let's do 3 by 4. So if I do 3 by 4 on this one here, and then again, let's bring in another bit of the black. So it's going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to cut. Do you know what? Daniel's probably away to shout at me. He's probably away to shout at me.
Why? What are you doing?
I'm moving my glass mat out the way. Trust me, the glass mat's there for a reason. But what we're just doing there, so we can see now, we've got that layer just there. So as you can see, we're starting to build all the layers up there.
Amazing.
Then what I'm going to do is let's go for this one again. I'm just going to do a bit of a strip. So let's just do a border strip.
Oh, sorry, I got a bit little worried there for a second.
You know when you say something and you just know you're just a way to walk into that one. You're just a way to walk into that one.
I know you're the cutest man in craft, but I'm not quite sure we're ready for that yet.
So creating my own border strip just along the bottom there. So we'll just layer that. I'll never live that one down, will I?
Well, no.
No.
There's been a few recently, haven't there, from what I've heard?
Actually, there has. I seem to have had a spell lately with there were situations where you're like, you know, maybe I should have thought that before I said that. So I'm just going to layer these ones up so you can see how we're layering them up together. We've already created the card just using the actual cardstock on its own. We're just going to make this smaller, and then using my tape pins. I know we've got them on the website. If they're not on today's show, I believe we've got them on later on as well with the adhesives.
Yes, we have.
So let's just bring in our tape runner. And I'm just building them up. So I think if you want to know later on, we've got our double-sided tapes. We've also got our glue. So we've got the packs with the double-sided tape runner, which is your dry. But if you want a wet glue, if you want the wet one, then just go across onto the website. We've got kind of like the tacky glues and that. So what I am just doing, now that I'm finished, let's bring that in so you can see what I'm doing. Just here. I will sort the mat shortly. So then, but we're just, apparently it's not straight. There we go. There we go.
Still got a little bit to your left.
There we go. That's it. To the left. Who says that? Is it Beyonce? Does she say that?
To the left.
Someone does it anyway.
I think it is Beyonce.
So layering this up now. So I've deliberately kept it with the cardstock and then some black. So if we just layer these ones up. Now think about whether it is obviously birthdays. Now, of course, you know, there's loads and loads of girls out there that would love this theme as well. But let's just aim it for the men, whether it's their birthdays, whether it's maybe they're retiring, or, you know, they just like to potter about in their shed or the garden, or they like their woodwork. So you could be making your cards, you could be doing that. Or then, you know, maybe you're doing your memory books. Can you imagine, you know, Sarah has been bringing in the memory books collection. Yeah. So you can create your own wee precious memories.
Like you say, it is for everyone, isn't it? But you hear that phrase all the time. Men are difficult generally to make cards for. So you look at this straight away and you think this is absolutely perfect for that. Just to ask you as well, because I was waxing lyrical about it earlier on, Adorable Scoreable is amazing, isn't it?
It is so good. So they came out with bendy ink technology. Yeah. And what that means is exactly that. The ink on the surface is bendy. So whether it is your Adorable Scoreable or whether it's your Matte-tastic Adorable Scoreable, and what that means, Matte-tastic means that you can go straight on top with any of your inks or any of your watercolor your watercolor inks, and you can do all these different techniques. But what it also does, let's bring in this bit of cardstock. So we're going to use this one. And let's bring in our scoreboard. Now what you find with lots of cardstock, when you go to score them, bend them and burnish them, what happens is you get the crack, as they say, the crack down the crease. So all that I've just done is I've just scored that. Then if I just bend that over, now I've used this one specifically with the darker shade because you would see any cracking that is in that spine, any creasing. So if I bring that really close up to you just in a moment, just so that you can see any cracking you would see within that dark tones that you can see there. So that's just the light bouncing off. There's no crack, so you would get your splits and everything coming in the middle of your card. So whether it's Matte-tastic, whether it is the Adorable Scoreable, it's that bendy ink technology that Hunkydory came up with. It's awesome.
Listen, loads of you absolutely loving these brand new collections. Laura on Facebook says, OMG, I got the email about the new paper. That's what it said, paper. I stayed up for this yummy stock. Hi from Seattle, and I can never say this. I always sound so English. And you're all breaking my bank. Yow. Yow. What is it? Yow. Yo, breaking my bank. Kelly on Facebook, ooh, that midnight rainbow. Melissa on YouTube says, hello, all love Hunkydory. An idea here from Kelly on Facebook who says, these would be amazing for pride cards and layouts as well. Yes. Remember, you've got 144 sheets in total with this collection. And just to quickly go through and show you some of the amazing designs that you've got within this collection, it is huge. And remember that Adorable Scoreable bendy ink technology, 350 GSM, so absolutely perfect for, you know, making your construction projects, making your boxes as well. But take a look as we go through all of the different colors within this collection. You've got something for everybody, something for each and every occasion, and some real standout designs and colors as well. I think lots of love for the paper and wood collection, which you're seeing right here. Lots of love as well for the denims, which you're seeing here on the Facebook page too. But I think the majority of people loving this next collection, the Midnight Rainbow, you are going absolutely crazy for on Facebook and YouTube. Obviously, the main value for money for you is to go for the lot, and I think that gives you the most creativity as well, doesn't it? Because you've got the full range. If you do want to go for the individuals, you've got the ability to do that. But £40 for 144 sheets of this, well, let's use the word delicious cardstock, you've got to go for it. Craig's got the other half of the set, which we'll see in just a a minute, but we can see that finished card.
So this is what we've just done there, just with the layering, and then simply by using a stamp, I just stamped a sentiment into the bottom there. So not a lot to the card other than doing the mats and layers, but again, all that you just need is just a wee sentiment, and we're even stamped onto that cardstock as well. So we've gone from that and then just finishing it off on that one. But Ben showed you one half of what you get within that bundle. Now keeping in mind you're also getting this, my designs I've got here are different to what Ben has got. So you have got loads, so obviously we've got the card and paper, so I've got the wood side and Ben had the paper side, but we've got the black and rose gold, you know, you've got your marbling effect in that as well, all your different designs. So whether you like your distressed look, but you're maybe not too comfortable doing that messy inking, you've got that all done for you, all the different colours. You've got obviously your denim as well, lots of texture to them, and then absolutely one that would work really well with the Pride. All of these ones, all of that, everything that I've showed you as well as what Ben showed you is all coming in that full bundle.
Individually, the denim's proving very popular. The abstract ombres, I think, as well, really popular. But remember, if you go for this deal here, you get everything. It's phenomenal value for money. It's brand new to us today, and you are loving this collection as well. 144 sheets, so 6 packs for £40 or $60. Everyone's saving over 15%. Obviously, if you're a Platinum Club member, you'll be getting even more off that price as well. Also brand new, if that wasn't enough for you, we have got an absolutely beautiful collection called the Forever Florals. Now this is your sunflower collection, and do you know what I like about this? It may well be, I don't know if it's just me, maybe you're thinking it as well. Obviously we need a lot of Christmas in our life right now, don't we? Because we're all getting ready or all making all of our projects ready for that time of the year. But isn't it nice to see something a little bit different? Nice to see something a little bit almost sort of summery and bright, and that is exactly what you've got with this collection. It includes, once again, everything that you need to create some amazing cards. You've got the ability here to make at least 16 cards. You've got, to start you off, once again, all of these beautiful luxury foil toppers, and again, you've got your sentiments, you've got your focal points, you've got your kind of tags in here as well, your banners, everything that you need, all beautifully die cut, just falls out of the cardstock, ready to go. Also included in here as well, you have got your accent foil cardstock and your printed cardstock too. Beautiful designs on here, and once again, all matched. I don't know if you can just see the accent foiling there on the little border, on the font there as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, and what I love about this is that there is no worries for you when you're crafting. You're not going to have to think too much. You're going to have to pop this together and away you go. This is just going to be perfect, isn't it? For celebrations, for birthdays, so many ways to craft with this. And if you are somebody who's brand new to it and you're thinking, I don't know how to put all this together, how does it all work? Well, once again, you will get your sheet here, which gives you a little bit of an idea of everything that you need, and again, ideas of cards, ideas of designs and things that you can put together. Now, included insert with that, you will also get your inserts and your tag pad as well. So let me grab that. We've got so much stuff, seriously. Right, your inserts, again, all beautifully matched up for you, and as we always talk about, so much more than just thinking about putting these into your cards. You can use these of course for so much more than that, but you've got 36 of these coordinating inserts for your cards, 3 sheets in each of the 12 different designs. I love the fact as well that you get the little sort of sunflower frame in there too, so great for kind of stamping onto, popping in all of your own sentiments as well. It's nice sometimes, isn't it? It's good with those trim me pads that you've got the sentiments, but sometimes it's nice to use your own stamps to kind of pop in what you want to. And then once again, you've got the ability here to kind of stamp onto these, ink onto these as well, to kind of add more to all of the different designs that you've got. Of course, matching up beautifully with your luxury toppers. And that is not all, because also you're going to get, I think these are really cute. It's kind of like your little book, but this is your sunflower tag pad. And once again, it does look like a seed packet. It really does. Little packet that you get your seeds in. You get 48 of these. Some of these, you've got these beautiful sentiments on. This is on the Matte-tastic as well, so you have got the ability, if you want to kind of, to stamp onto these, throw your glitters onto these, which we've got on the show, pop your sprays on these as well. As I've said, if you want to kind of, add all of those extras, someone's shaking some sprays over there already, sorry, getting a bit excited over there, Craig, getting a bit previous. You have got the ability to shake your fang and spray and glitter these up as well to your heart's content. Now, remember, again, brand new today, you get everything I've just shown you, the luxury topper collection, the inserts, and this wonderful tag pad as well. $28.47, are you kidding me? That is phenomenal. Or $42.49 if you are in the States. So, Craig, what can you show us?
Right, let's have a look at the different ones you can be doing. So, absolutely, if you are a new crafter, fold in half and just stick the toppers on if you want. However, if you are more experienced, more advanced, then start to do all your concept cards. Bring in your dies, bring in your embossing folders, do all your different shapes, cut into them, cut out of them, make larger cards if you wanted to. So many that you can do. But then bring in, if you've got like our sparkle pens or that, you could be adding extra detail using them. But you can see with this one here, you've got the tags that we've just incorporated just there. So then, using the Papercraft collection as it is, bring in the tags if you wanted to, bring in the shimmer mist that we'll show you just shortly as well, because it's Matte-tastic, which means the ink is just going to go nicely onto the card. So you can do it with what we'd say is their normal adorable scoreable, where it's got that coating over the top, but you do need to leave it just a wee bit longer to dry. So certainly with the Matte-tastic, you can do absolutely perfectly well with it. Now I'm just thinking, I am just answering a question in my ear. So what are the pattern packs would go well with this one? You know, you've got a few of them, so you've got the wood one, so even bringing in some of that paper element as well, that would work well. Then what else have we got? Even the watercolour, so I don't know if you want to maybe come up from up above so you can see. So of course the wood, that would work really well.
Yeah,
but then it would, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? But even some of the tones of the rose gold, if you want to do it as an extra accent on the background, why not use that one? Nothing's stopping you. You know how much I am a fan of black on the background.
Why not?
So if I was to just do that, so show, instead of doing black card like I done earlier on, use some of your pattern, that would work well. But then because we've got some of the watercolours, so we've got these ones, so your greens would work well. Look at the yellows,
yeah, perfect.
Even some of the pinks. These sorts of designs, they would work well as well. So again, we've got a deeper one if you want to match that on the background, maybe even just a wee bit of blue that you've got there. Same with obviously the purples, you've got a nice wee bit of accent purple in the background. I am a fan of yellow and purple, you see me doing that every now and again. Try it with denim. You might like that bit of blue. You know, it's maybe bringing in the sunshine and the sky from the brush. And do you know what? It's your stuff. It's your crafty stash. If you want to add that to the back of it, why not? But it just goes to show you a good selection. Maybe a couple of them you might be like, no, Craig, I wouldn't do that. But it just goes to show that, you know, whether it is the watercolour, whether it is the wood, whether it's all the different ones that you've got throughout that full collection, so many of them, including the black and rose gold, is going to go really well with the full collection.
Absolutely. And again, you talk about versatility. I love the little tag pads that you talk about here too. And you think about, again, all the different tags that you've got within this collection, how many cards you could make if you're making these to sell, because again, you can do that with your Hunkydory products. I like this too, this little card here where you're just using one of those frames to pop in a picture for a special day. But as we said, so many different ideas and designs for you with this particular collection once again. So if you're all Christmased out and you're looking for something which is just a little bit different, this is absolutely perfect. And depending how over the top or frugal you're going to be with all of your toppers that you've got in your cardstock, many different ideas and cards that you can make with this collection. $28.47, $42.49, and again, particularly, you know, for gardeners, for those of you who are more green fingered, then this is for you. The luxury toppers you get, the inserts, and that beautiful tag pad is also included as well. all brand new, and lots of goodies flying out the door. Saving 25% once again. So straight off the bat, we give you that saving. Do not miss out. Keep those comments coming in as well. Lots of love for all of the different goodies that we've got on the show today, particularly the pattern pack. That's proving very popular. Diane on Facebook loves the denim. Good morning, says Christine. Gentlemen, beautiful papers. Well, they are rather nice, aren't they? Goodness, that's a lot of pretty paper, says Anne on Facebook. And Beth said, I've told myself no more cardstock till I use some up. But this is beautiful. But what happens, you see? You say no more until you use it up. But then when you use it up, this might not be it. You've got to get it now. The rate this is flying, you need to get involved. If you want to say hello to us, you can do. Get on the socials, Facebook, and also on our Instagram as well. Also YouTube, of course, you can get in touch right there. Right, what are you going to be demonstrating with? You're going to show us the sunflowers.
I am. We're going to have a wee shot with the sunflowers. We're going to make this one. So I thought this is a nice effect that we can show you on this one here. So if you are a wee bit more advanced, however, it is very simple to make. Okay. So if I pop that one to the side at the moment, what I want to do first is just to show you again, if you're a new crafter, so they're all die cut. So what that means is all you need to do is just pop them out. So just pop them out. There's little what we call pips that hold them into place. Now, me being very particular, let's show you this one just here. So this is also on one of the other sheets. So if I bring that close against the black, can you see all those pips right around the edges? So I know they're very subtle, but can you see all these white pips all the way around?
Oh, so what are you going to say? Trim them all off?
Trim them all off. Now, if you want to make it just that bit more professional, then what you can do is pop them out first, and then either using a wee sanding block or a nail filer, just sand them off, or what you can just do is just work your way around, and all that I'm just doing is just snipping them away. So if you just snip them away, and then again, it gives that more smooth and professional look to your cards. So then I'm just going to bring that one over the top. So if I bring that in just there, if you do have problems, maybe dexterity problems, you can't hold scissors, I'm going to show you with a craft knife in a moment, you could just add a bit of colour. So if you've got any of our water reactive inks, maybe add just a wee bit of the Prism shimmer spray onto the mat and just add that around as well to get rid of it. But you just want to get rid of those wee pips. Alternatively, if you take your craft knife, and then all that you just need to do is, I'm just going in just where it's already die cut, and then I'm just going to just follow that all the way around, and I'm just following it, and then what that does is that just releases the topper from the cardstock. It releases the pips. So if I take them ones out just there, then that is an easier way of doing it than having to go around with your scissors. But as I say, if you are a new beginner, then of course you can ignore what I said if you wanted to. Just get a wee bit of practice, but you will notice the difference from the wee pips just on at the side compared to being away.
And if you are completely new with this, and this is the first collection that you brought, what else would you need? You wouldn't need a lot else really, would you? Apart from a bit of adhesive, maybe your foam pads, and that's probably about it, isn't it?
Exactly. So starting off right from the beginning, fold the cardstock in half, get your collection with the tape pens and a bit of maybe foam pads or the glue gel, and that is all you need because it's all die cut for you. Of course, if you want to get rid of the pips, then maybe just bring in scissors, but really a bit of adhesive and that's it. To take your cards further, because obviously some of the collections and that says it makes a minimum of 16 cards.
Yes.
That's simply by folding the card in half. So if you imagine, chop that in half and use your own card blank, you're doubling it. Make smaller cards, you're tripling it. So it can go on and on. Incorporate that card bundle that we've just shown you earlier on, goes further as well. But what we will just do is with this one here, using our cardstock, all that I have just done is I've just cut this down by 4 1/4, and then I've just folded it in half. So we're going to do an over the top cardstock, and then what I'm just going to do, so if I bring in my topper sheet again, so I'm just bringing in one of the sets. So I've already taken this one out, but I actually want this one with the sentiment. So I'm just going to take my craft knife again, and I'm just working my way around. So if I just get my head just out the way there, and then I'm just going to just release those bits here. So that gives me the sentiment that you can see just there. However, you've got all these multiple frames in there as well. You're getting 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is then just work my way around, and then I'm just going to follow that all the way around, and then that just releases it. Apparently I keep getting my head in the way, so I will...
You're not the only one, Craig, though. You're not the only one. I hear that call quite a lot.
Yeah.
Isn't Sarah's forever getting her head in the way, isn't she, as well? Because she always goes about seeing her roots.
I think what it is as well is sometimes, as you know at home, when you're colouring, you're cutting or that, then I'm deliberately way to do this here. You tend to just go like that, don't you? You put your head right over the top. And sometimes I forget, especially when I'm crafting and talking, because believe it, I can do that sometimes. I can do the two things. I get carried away. The one thing I can't do is talk in colour. I cannot do that.
Same with Sarah as well, isn't it?
It's funny, isn't it?
Colouring, yeah. Like she said, what did she say? I go into like a colouring coma almost.
Colouring coma, yeah. You just go all relaxed and nice, and we want to be relaxed when colouring, but when we're doing it from this end, we don't really want to go quiet, that's for sure. So there we go. So we've got 2 additional frames now that you've got from these ones. So I'm going to use these 2. You could be using that elsewhere. So again, it could be your card. Bring in the other topper. Keeping in mind, you've got these smaller ones down at the bottom. You can incorporate them ones. Bringing in the memory book. That would be a nice size for popping into the memory books that Sarah's been showing you, and pop your own picture behind there. So many different things that you can do with them. So then what I'm also doing is, from a bit of the same cardstock that I chopped up, I've just taken just a small panel just here. So this one, it is 4 1/4 also by 3 1/2. Then let's bring in my scoreboard. And then all that I'm going to do is, using my score tool, I'm just going to come in here just to the side at 1 1/2 inches. So we'll go in at 1 1/2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score that you can see just there. Then what I'm just doing is, if I just fold that over, that you can see, and then folding that back way. So if I just burnish that one, and then I'm going to burnish this one again. And what I'm doing is, if I bring this one close up again, this is where the adorable scoreable. So this is Matte-tastic, so this is the one you can ink on, you can stamp on. So I'm just going to just pop that there, so you've got no actual cracking. You've got that perfect crease line. That bit of glimmer you're getting, that is from the lights, because we've got a lot of lights here, but you can see there's no cracking in with that one at all. So let's just fold that the other way. So then what I'm just doing, bringing in our tape runner, I'm just going to add that bit of adhesive just to the bottom, or it could be the top, whichever way that you want it to be. And I'm just going to fold that over. So if we place that into place, and we're just going to hold that in. So if I then start to lift that one up, we've now got that concept card. So if I just pop it to the side, so you can see it from that way, and then if I pop it that way, that you can see there is that effect that you've got just there. Amazing. So then what we can do is, all that we're just going to do is layer these up bed. So simply with our double-sided tape runner and our foam pads, we're just going to layer them up.
Absolutely gorgeous. Are you much of a gardener, by the way, just talking about these sort of garden themed cards with the sunflowers?
I'm not much of a gardener. I know that you know, obviously, Ben, when I was off of that period of time for with isolation,
did you build some decking?
I got decking in my back garden, yeah.
Did you build all that yourself, did you?
Well, I didn't make the decking, no. I didn't put it up, but I got someone, because if anything, I don't want to say lucky, but because my back garden, I have a side pathway, it meant that someone was able to come out and obviously didn't have to interact with me. I could stay inside while he was outside. But it took, yes, I've just been asked you, did you not make him a cup of tea? I did, and then I made him a cup of tea. I opened the door, I put it out onto
shut the door.
The side, and then I shut the door again.
No biscuits though?
So, no, I don't think I did actually offer any biscuits. No, but I did always have a wee nosy. You know when you have a nosy to see how far he's getting on?
Oh yeah.
He was always eating out of a packed lunchbox. So I thought, well, he doesn't really want any other food.
Were you shouting out the window, get on with
it? No, but then I was at the end of the day going out inspecting it. Now this was me. I was going out, just having it, he'd gone. So it's like, you know, you're pressing it, having a look, you're measuring up. I don't know what I'm measuring up. I don't know the angles and if it's right or that, but you know, as a guy, you want to make it look as though you know
exactly
what you're doing.
Exactly right.
So you can see there, so that outside frame I just added with my double-sided tape, and I just used the dotty tape runner because it's nice and fine detail. And then this one we've just lifted with foam pads. Of course you can use glue gel, or you can just use your double-sided tape as well. I've just bring in one of the topper sheets just from the top there, and there's a hole in there, so I've just threaded some foam. And then all that we're also going to do is, let's just pop this one out So I'm just going to pop that one out like that, and then this is the alternative way, either your craft knife or your scissors, and then this is just going to show you how you can make a really effective card even if you are a new crafter, but you can just do a bit of scoring and you've got that confidence with it being adorable scoreable. It's not going to crease at all.
Loads of love coming in for all of these collections. Lots of people loving the sunflowers as well. It's nice to have something a little bit different, isn't it? You know, a little bit different, away from kind of the Christmas make. So we're liking the sunflowers. We're liking the brightness and the colour that you got here.
And actually, Ben, before I stick that one on, let's have a look at this one just quickly. Now you think if you add a bit of matting and layering, of course me, matting and layering, you've got the reds there, do a bit of matte and layer with reds. Nothing's stopping you from not using that as a Christmas one, or again, with that one there. Bring in a bit of the festive. You've got the greens, Christmas and greens. So if you want to use the sunflowers as a bit of a Christmas feel, it's your collection. You use your card, so you do whatever you like. Use it for whatever occasion that you like. And it goes, that's giving me an idea. Actually, I might make, if not tonight, tomorrow, I'll make a card using the sunflowers, but into a Christmas card. And just to show you that, yeah, spring, summer, autumn time, why not use it for Christmas? But there you go, just a smaller card, but nice effective card using the die cut toppers and the sheet.
There you go, absolutely brilliant. Again, if you want to go for that collection brand new today, you've got so much in there. As we always say, the ability to make 16 cards, but go with it with the pattern packs, go with it with the cardstock, and you will be able to make plenty more than that. You get your luxury toppers, the insets, and that really cool tag pad included as well for $28.47 or $42.49. And the first day that we bring it to you, we're saving you 25% as well, so don't miss out. There's a lot of love for the pattern pack, by the way. So many people going for this. June says, I've done it, I've pushed the button, I'm going to get it all. And Beth says on Facebook, I told myself no more cardstock till I use some up, but this is beautiful. Well, let's show you how beautiful it is. You get so much. It's 144 sheets of, I mean, that's how much you get. That is a lot of cardstock right there, and you are getting it all. If you want to go individually, of course you can, but the main value for money is in this full collection because you get all of these amazing designs and colors, something for each and every occasion as well. So as we go through these, you're getting 6 packs. Your first pack, of course, is your Midnight Rainbow. A lot of chat about this on the show, the socials. You saying how much you absolutely love this with all of these beautiful designs in. 8 different designs, 3 of each within the kind of mini collections, if you like. As we go from your rainbows, we then go into the denims. I think this is proving one of the most popular as far as the individuals are concerned. Lots of chat about the denim. Again, that might be going back to the whole thing of these being perfect for your more masculine cards as well. Beautiful textured designs within each of these, and of course the brilliant thing about your adorable scoreable, as you've heard, great for your construction, great, you know, if you want to make boxes as well, and great just for folding and scoring with that bendable ink technology. It means that you're not going to see that feathering, you're not going to see the cracking as well. It's going to work for you beautifully every time. This is your paper and wood collection. We got a few of these missing, of course, because Craig used. Did he use some? Yeah, he did. He used some of these in his last demo, so we haven't quite got all of these here. But you will get once again all of the different designs. I just love that. It's so simple.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely genius. Nothing stopping you from writing wee notes or that on it as well. You can do it. It's so smart.
And also, where's this one as well? The crumpled paper.
How realistic does that look?
Yeah,
that looks so realistic.
I just absolutely love that. Again, something really, really very different. The paper and wood proving really popular. This one is your this is your watercolor, isn't it? As we move on, your watercolor wash, and again, so many beautiful designs in here. That one to me, to put on the side, just looks like a looks like the sea, doesn't it?
Sea to the sand.
Yeah, sea to the sand, washing up on the shore. But again, however you want to use these, however you want to kind of match these up as kind of mats and layers, starts for your cards. Really atmospheric, beautiful colors as well. Look at that wash effect there. Almost a bit like a sort of, is this a word? Ethereal?
Yeah. And
look at me with all the big words today.
And certainly with that collection there, so if you've seen me and Debbie and Jan, well, 2 Debbies, if you've seen us all doing these techniques where we're doing the inking with the background water reactive or our sparkle inks, very much looks the same, but it's done for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I should have used the word cosmic because that's much easier to say than ethereal. Cosmic we'll go for. Again, all of these are included. I'm losing track as where we're up to now. This is beautiful, like your sort of sunset. Again, you've got like your sort of cloudy sky, if you like. Sort of a really beautiful design on there. What else have we got included in here? Just so many wonderful designs. I think we are onto your abstract ombres. Again, individually, this is the most popular of the designs that we've got, and you can see why. Again, as we said, 350 GSM means perfect weight for your construction, for making your boxes as well. You're just not limited, and the fact that it's not going to crack, it's not going to feather, this is absolutely perfect. And the final design within the collection is your rose gold and black, and again, look at that, absolutely beautiful. It is sort of liquid gold. It kind of reminds me of Goldfinger.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
You just expect James Bond to walk through the middle with Adele in the background, or Sam Smith, or anyone else that sings a James Bond song.
With who in the background?
Sorry?
Who in the background?
Adele.
Oh, Adele in the background.
Yeah.
I thought you said you expect James Bond to walk through with a bell in the background. I was like, what? Why would James Bond walk through with a bell? Dong. Yeah. But you see the point here. Come on, are you kidding me? This is absolutely off the chart. We love it. You love it as well. It is 6 packs, 24 of each, 144 sheets for £40. That is why this is flying off the shelves today. It's ridiculous value for money, $60. Everyone's saving 15% off. Of course, if you're one of our platinum members or gold members, you'll save even more money as well. But do not miss out on that, because by far and away, that is flying out the door. Next up, is the Rose Quartz Dreams. Again, with these collections from Hunkydory, you get so much, and I love these collections for the fact that they are perfect for beginners, but also if you are kind of more experienced in your crafting, you'll use this as your starting point to do so much more. But also great for the fact that, you know, if you've never crafted before, you're away. But if you are having a bit of an off day, maybe you've lost your mojo, these are perfect, aren't they, Craig?
So perfect. And then what we'll do just shortly after Ben showed you this, we'll show you another card that, again, it's simply folding and using the topper. So if you're a beginner, or you get up, it happens to us, all of us on the team, you will have the days where we're kind of like, not sure what we're going to make, but you can see what Ben's showing you there. It's all done for you. Just pop them out. You've got that exquisite foiling already done for you. I'll explain about the foiling in a minute, because it's not just any old foiling, but even then, look at the swans here. Cut that up, use that as a topper on its own. Go more advanced, so bringing in your dies, bringing in your embossing folders, bringing in your inks, do all your different concepts, your Ultimate Pro, your scoreboard. So much you can do, so much that you've watched Sarah do. Use it with your Ultimate Pro as well as your adorable scorable.
Remember, you get all of this all beautifully matched up. So again, it's all done for you. It's almost like you've had a personal shopper who's gone out and you know, got all this for you. So then you can just make and get going. As well as all of that, let me just show you a little book which you're going to get as well. Again, this is so perfect because it all matches up. You've got 150, all these different designs. So if you wanted to kind of cut into this and decoupage and layer these up, you can do. But do you know what? As we've said, you can make to sell. So potentially here, if you wanted to make the most simplistic of cards, this really is, isn't it? 150 cards right there.
Exactly. Yeah. And as I said before, you can absolutely make and sell. If you made 150 cards and just sold them at £1, say, think of the money that you would make back. Of course, using these images, there's no way that you would just sell them at £1.
Hey, even I could do the maths on that. 150 sold them for £1, that'd be £150.
Absolutely,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just call me Carol Vorderman.
Yeah. And you can use, obviously, the card sort that comes in the collection, but I keep going back to that unbelievable bundle that we had at the start with all the different designs and textures. Use that one. Yeah. That's going to look well as well.
And remember, you're paying $38.95 or $58.49. So if you did make £150 off the square book on its own, I mean, you're already quids in. And not only that, of course. Do you feel like I've got my own little shop today? We were chatting about this before. I feel like I'm a little, well, welcome to my shop. What can I show you today? Oh, you'd like some concept cards. I can help you there. One moment, please. Hang on a second. I'm actually struggling to get this out. It's all stuck right there. Yes, your concept cards also included as well. And again, This is real standout cards because you get your rosette card and you get like your easel card as well, but really simple to put together, these, aren't they?
Absolutely. Now, this is perfect for you make exactly what is on the packaging. However, if you want to take it further, so if you want to make the rosette but you want to pop it on front of a card, you can do. But you have got all of the elements there so that you can then make either the easel card or the pop-out card. It's all there for you. All you need is your double-sided tape, possibly foam pads if you want to. It's not necessarily. As long as you've got tape, necessary. It's something anyway.
Yeah.
You've got your adhesive, and that's it.
Hey, seriously, do not miss out on this. Again, if you're looking at all of this and thinking, what goes where, how does it all work? You get an inspiration sheet with this. You also get your little boxes as well, so you can make your card, pop it into your little box as well. And as I said, you've got your inspiration sheet included there too, so it gives you all of the information you need, gives you all of the instruction you need as well, so you're not kind of left alone with this. $38.95, value for money is huge. Right, we'll have a look at some more of your comments in just a few moments' time, but Craig is limbering up the other side of the studio. He's doing his jumping jacks as he gets ready for his next demo. He really is, look, there he is. Yeah.
That's not a jumping jack.
No,
I'm not.
a jumping
the
jack.
last time I jumped up a couple of weeks ago, my mic pack and everything fell out, so I'm not going to
don't do that again, for goodness sake.
But we're going to use the rose quartz, but I just wanted to show you from the collection. So there's one of the backgrounds. So you've got that background in there, you've got the colours, you've got the nice butterfly. But then when it comes to the inserts, you've got them that match perfectly, but they're on a mat. They're very, very subtle, so you can then stamp onto them. Of course, you can ink onto them if you want. What's even better as well, print onto them. So if you're good with your printer, and I just use that Microsoft Word one, you know, there's other ones as well that you can do. Just run them through your printer, get it positioned nicely in the middle, and that's it. So print onto them as well. So much that you can do. So what we can do, let's move straight on. So this is the case of folding and scoring to create a card. Just look at that dress. Again, bringing in some of the glitters that you've got and just adding that extra detail. So let's then bring in our scoreboard. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to fold it in half to start with. So let's just fold down into there. So if we fold again, and then all that I'm just going to do is if we fold that one back, so again I'm just going to score and then burnish that, so you can see from up above at least there, no cracking at all. So we have got that one. So then what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to just score it in half again. So that was just the one before 6, so let's just say 3, and I'm going to score, and then we're just going to fold that one back. So I'm going to do that way. So if we then, actually, what way was I doing it? Can't remember now. That's it, there we go. So that way and that way, there we go. We got there in the end. So there we are. So we've now got our concept. So that would go straight into an A5 envelope, all done for you. And there's your card blank, already done. Now this is when you can come along with any of your glitters or your inks, anything like that. This one isn't the matte-tastic, but if you want to stamp onto it, use your embossing powders, no problem at all.
So matte-tastic we can do pretty much anything with, right?
You can do, yes. Yeah. So whether it's stamped straight on, whether it's inking, using your, it could be your water reactive ink pads or any of your water ink pads that you've got at home. Maybe you want to incorporate your shimmer mists. Ooh, yeah. Or you maybe want to incorporate your what was I thinking of a moment ago?
I don't know.
Just gone right out my head.
Glitters.
No, glitters.
Glue.
No.
Have you said your sprays? Have you said that?
Yeah.
Sprays?
So ink. So you could use your inks. You could use your water reactive. You know, you could stamp onto them. Yeah. There's so much that you can do. So much that you can do as well. So there we go, just using my craft knife. So I've just taken these ones out. So again, what I'm doing, I'm going to use these two. Now I've got that frame that you could use elsewhere. However, I'm actually going to be using that just shortly. So let's take these ones and then bringing in the topper sheet as well. So circle ones, to be honest, what I tend to do is I tend to pop them out like this and then I go around with my scissors. So again, what you can do is using a wee nail file or maybe a wee sanding block just to get rid of these edges or these pips. So there is our sentiment that we're going to use on that one just there. And then what we're also going to do is let's take one of these border strips.
Okay.
So if we take that one and then that one.
This is what I love with this as well. On your A4 sheet there, it is like side to side, top to bottom, jam-packed full of craftability, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Like, even the strip on the side there, the backing of the card you could potentially use, couldn't you?
Of course you could, absolutely. You've got your 3 in total. So there's 1 card, there's 2 cards, there's 3 cards, then you've got your sentiments as well. You've also got 2 of your border strips. But look at this bit here. Use that.
Exactly right.
Let's take our guillotine and then pop that one to the side. So all that I'm just going to do is if we then just pop that right to the side, and all that I'm just going to do is just trim off that extra. I'm making sure obviously I don't cut into my sentiment.
Ro, by the way, on Facebook said, wow, I never knew that extender arm was on the guillotine. I truly do learn something new each day watching CCTV.
So that's on our large one. Yeah, we've got the extender arm that's on our large guillotine. So with
how far does it extend the old
this one up.
the arm?
So it goes all the way up, so it's up to 13 inches.
Oh, okay.
So you can see right there, right up to the edges. So if you've got your 12 by 12 papers of that, it's going to work really well. So yeah, bringing that one in, you've got the extendable arm, whereas you can do your larger cuts.
Brilliant. Lots of love for this collection. June says those swans would make a great wedding card. The swans, of course, you've got within the rose quartz collection. And lots of people crafting along using previous Hunkydory collections whilst watching the Hunkydory show, which is nice. Loretta, I'm working on a Hunkydory collection now. And Cecilia on Facebook says, this is a dangerous show to watch. I love Hunkydory.
You know, it's no secret that how much I love Hunkydory, and it does work so well with our products. So you might have some of your cardstock from Sarah's signature. Can you imagine Sarah's rose gold collection with the other cardstock that we were showing you earlier on that has got your black as well as your rose gold?
Black and rose gold, yeah.
Or this collection would work well with the rose gold collection as well, bringing in some rose gold. Maybe you've got our nature garden collection, you've got extra toppers or extra papers. Use them all, incorporate them all as well. It would look smart as anything. So let's take it. Why did I just go smart as?
I thought you were going to go, it looked smart as. Wicked.
Yeah.
You need your baseball cap and your sunglasses on again like yesterday.
I do, don't I? Yeah, I maybe should have just ended it smart as. But oh well. So this time what I'm doing, before I actually add the adhesive on, so I want to add this frame onto the side, but what I'm just going to do is have it just so it's overlapping, that you can see just there. So what I'm just going to do, you can add a wee bit of a pencil mark on the back if you wanted to, just so it's a bit of a reminder as to where it's going. But then I'm just going to add my adhesive just down the side, just there, and then we're just going to pop this one in. So if I fold that one back over, and we're just going to place that into place. And then we're just going to bring in our topper, bringing in our pads just to lift that up. So that's going to sit in that way. And then bringing in our actual foam pads. So what we can do with these ones, so the cards that I am showing you, the ways that you can be using and creating them, what you could do is you might actually have other Hunkydory collections that have got toppers that are kind of like this style.
Yeah.
Then just copy what I'm doing, but using your other topper sheets. So you might not have this one, you might be waiting on it to be delivered, but you can still follow this style that I'm doing with your other collections. Nothing's stopping you from doing that one.
I know you've already touched on this as well, but obviously the Rose Quartz Dreams is the adorable scoreable. Ro on Facebook says, can you stamp on the adorable scoreable? If so, which ink could you use?
So when it comes to your Matte-tastic, you can then go straight on with your quick dry. You can also use your water reactive if you want. When it comes to what we just say is adorable scoreable, which isn't Matte-tastic, you've got a kind of like a plastic coating, and what you'll just need to do with that one is use your embossing powders.
Okay.
So you would use, if I just lean behind me, so you would just stamp using your translucent clear, your watermark ink pad, and then you would just go over the top with your black or any embossing powder that you've got, melt it, and you'll be absolutely fine using your heat gun on your adorable scoreable, and you're going to get your sentiment that way. So you can see there one. So then what I'm just going to do is, you can see here earlier on, I created my own bow just using the wee border strip. So it's just a wee bow.
That's amazing.
That we've just done. So let's show you that one. So let's just pop that one to the side. So this card is going to be using everything from this. Well, I say everything. All the elements are from this topper sheet, whereas we've got all these extras that we'll be able to use as well. Because there's frame, who doesn't love a shaker card? Everyone, Ben, loves a shaker card.
Oh, absolutely. Love a shaker card.
So use your acetate to create your shaker card.
Uh-huh.
You know, we certainly know someone, I was going to say in the building, they're not in today, but they do love a tag. You know, you've got your tags, you can create your tags, all these different things. So what I'm just doing there, really? How rude. How rude.
Who loves a tag? I don't know. Who's
Joe.
Oh, Joe loves the tags.
Joe loves a tag, yeah. He loves tags.
Oh,
yeah.
He's never mentioned that to me.
No, has he? Are you serious? Has he never mentioned that to you before?
He's never mentioned his love of tags to me. He's mentioned his love of musicals to me on many occasions, and he's actually, when we've been in the house together, demonstrated some musicals for me. I mean, I didn't ask him to or anything, you know, but it was interesting. That's I brought my earplugs this week, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good thinking. You might need them.
Have you heard him sing?
I've not actually.
Oh, well, you don't want to?
No, do I not?
No. Something I learned from about Joe, by the way, just talk about him. We're doing a few things on the Crafters TV Facebook page currently, where you're finding out more about your favourite presenters and your favourite crafters, and even some of the ones that you don't like. But basically, why did I say that? But basically, have you been asked to do this? We've been asked to come up with kind of things that you might not know about us, and then we're putting them up each day on our Facebook page. And Joe's one that I didn't know yesterday. Well, A, I found out something new from you, that he likes tags, but B, he used to be a boxer. Did you know that?
No way.
He used to be a boxer.
Shut the front door.
No, he was a boxer.
Like real boxing.
Like, not as in a bloke who puts boxes together. He was like a boxer.
Did he make that noise when he was boxing?
Well, I wish that he did actually. Well, do you know what? Funnily enough, there was a lovely picture of him, not as a boxer, but with his little sun hat on, with his lovely smile, and everyone was commenting, you know, how lovely the picture is. But lots of people also commenting that they would love to see Joe in his boxing gear. So maybe we could make that a reality. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe.
You never know. You know, you wish for something, it may happen. So on that one there, I've just created that larger bow that you can see there, but then make it smaller by trimming it smaller if you wanted to. But there we go. If you don't have ribbon, or you just want to use everything from that sheet, then you can be creating your ribbons. Perfect. So I'm just going to layer these ones up now.
Can I just ask you as well, whilst you're laying out, because it's my favourite question of the day actually. So I've got my little shop here with all these goodies, and on Facebook says, what do you do with those rolls of stuff?
Those rolls of stuff.
I've seen them on the website, but I don't think I've ever seen them demoed. So what do we do with these rolls of stuff, which are on the show?
Shall I show you next?
Would you?
Let's do that right. I'm just finishing this one.
Amazing.
So what we can just do, all that I'm doing now, taking the sentiment, you can pop it anywhere you like. I'm going to pop it there, that you can see just there. We've got the gems on the show as well, so pop a few of them within the actual background, or as well as the image that you can see there. Again, very dimensional, but it folds flat. So that's just using one of the backgrounds. Keep in mind you're getting two of them all. And you can see there, add in the frame. So we've just taken that frame from the middle, just extended it all the way across, and we've just framed the dress on the other side that you can see just there.
Just gorgeous. And of course, just one of the ideas, one of the cards that you can make from this collection. You've got your toppers, you've got your concept cards, your inserts. I'm glad we got those actually, because I was looking down here for my inserts and I thought, where are they? Well, he had them, didn't he? And you've also got your little square book as well. What is he like?
Don't blame me.
Well, I am blaming you.
True.
So $38.95 for the lot, or $58.49 brand new today, don't forget, and you're saving £13 or either $19.47 if you are in the States. So your shimmer roll, you've got all of the different colours available for you here. So I think we're going to attempt to try and flash up the details for each of the different rolls that we got. So the pink, here we go. I'm going to have to try and match this up with the details on the screen. All right, so $3.99 or $5.99 per roll. Next up, oh, see, I haven't brought me reading, but I can tell that I know it's gold. I was just in case it was, you know, I don't know, gorgeous gold or something. It's gold! Always believe in your roll. Yeah, always believe in you, because it's the roll. Next up, dear oh dear, sky blue. It's all right, they're beating me in there to it. $3.99. Next up is your sapphire blue. It's all right. I'm trying to go quickly here. We've then got your jade green, and then all of these $3.99 in the gallery. They're going, hang on a minute, what are you doing? Hang on. And then finally, this is your purple lavender. So those are your rolls. Basically, well, let me ask. June says, I think it was June. Was it June? Who was it who said? Oh no, it was Anne. What do you do with these rolls of stuff?
Well, what you do is you take them and then you go.
Ah, that's what I thought.
You can do, because you've got the wee tube at the end.
Or you can use them like panpipes as well.
You can. Or if you've got two, you could use them as the drums. Anyway, you could do if you want a bit of fun. But these are adhesive backed. So if you like your Shedless glitter card, maybe that you want to have a specific size, because you're the length of them that you've got. I can't remember the actual length of them, but you're getting a fair length. So it's all rolled up double-sided. So what we're just going to do is we've got the actual guides on the back. So that just enables you to cut it, or use your guillotine, you can do.
28 by 98 centimetres.
Okay, doke. Don't know what that is in inches.
That's almost that's nearly a metre, isn't it? Nearly a metre.
Yeah.
28 by 98. So that's yeah. We're gonna work it out for you.
So if you want to create your own background of your glitter cards, I've just taken a piece of our white smooth card. So it could be any extras, it could be any spares that you've got. And then I've just cut this to 6 by 6. So all that I would just do is I would just pop that in. So I just want to kind of either use the measurements on the back, but I can see there, I want to make that just slightly bigger so that I've got enough room all the way around. So I'm just going to cut, he says as he forgot where the line was. So you can put a pen mark or you can put your cut mark that you can see just there. Just slightly bigger than whatever size you've got, and then all that I'm just going to do is let's just trim that excess all the way round.
By the way, it's just over 11 inches by 39 inches, the roll, in case you work that way.
So that's a good fair amount that you're getting with that one.
It is.
So if you've got any extra pieces of cardstock, the bits that are kind of, left in the box, you don't know what to do with, coat them with this backing, then you've got your nice glitter card on the back.
You may well have already said, but we can die cut with this as well, can we?
Yes, you can. Yep. Once we have then just secured it to our card, so I'm just peeling this backing off, and then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to just slightly maneuver that into place. I do take the full backing off. You can, if you wanted to, just take a corner off. Then all that I'm just doing is I'm just going to pop my cardstock over the top, and then I'm just going to press. You can use the backing just so that you can press all into place, or if you have got our Centura Pearl, our roller, the can't remember what's the one that we'd use for our inks and that, brayer, that's it. You can use that if you wanted to. And then all that we're just going to do, so that gives us, you would take your bit of sellotape off, but that gives us our backing. Use your scissors or use your craft knife, and then all that I'm just going to do is just take away that excess, so we're working all the way around. So if you maybe only like to use a lot of gold card, maybe you don't use a lot of other Shedless glitter cards, maybe you've got to watch for your space, you're just watching the pennies at the moment, then having the rolls of it means that you can then create your own backgrounds just by using the roll of glitter cards. So let's take that. You would be more precise than I am, but this just lets you see. So that was just a piece of 6 by 6 glitter card, or it was our white smooth card, and then all that we've just done is we've just coated that just with the back of the Shedless glitter, and then come along, and then you can obviously do your mats and layers. You can then die cut that if you wanted to as well. Even some of your intricate dies, they will die cut as well, because it's nice and secure onto your cardstock.
There you go. I know we've got bits and pieces that we want to get onto, but we've got some questions about my shop, which are coming in. Lots of people asking about Prism powders and how they're used.
Okay, there's many ways that you can actually use them. So one of the ways I like to is you use them with your stamps. So once again, taken your watermark ink pad, so your translucent one. So what you would just do is, if you were going to do a bit of heat embossing, so take your stamp your ink or your ink pad over the top, and then when you've got that watermark effect, what you would just do is take the powders with a wee paintbrush, and then you're just going to dust over the stamped image, and then it just means that where all that translucent ink is, then that powder is going to stick to it, and you're going to get that nice effect. However, you know, add it to other liquids, create your own spritzes and sprays with them if you wanted to as well over your background. Works really well with the darker cardstock, so if you want to use any of your black or deep navy blues or that, it looks spectacular.
Yeah, and lots of people actually commenting also about the glitters. Gilmore on YouTube says, are those glitters? Yes. What a wonderful collection. We have got these on the show. Now you're going to ask me to bring these down and show them, aren't you? And when I did this yesterday though, I destroyed the set and things fell everywhere. Are you sure I'm going to do this? I'll be very careful. So first up is your holographic. All right, so you're going to get within each of these 12 jars. Oh, you're there, aren't you? There you go. 12 jars of your sparkles. So $14.99 or $20.99 for 12 of those. Next up, oh dear, something's going to go here. You can stop laughing over there. Is your blues and greens. Once again, 12 different bottles of sparkle, all in the blues and the greens as well. $14.99 or $20.99. Next up, oh, look at this next one. There's a really, oh, go on, sit on there. Everyone's gone quiet because stop making that noise. Whoa. Next up is your Christmas. And what I love about this is not only do you get all of your Christmassy colours in here too, but look down the bottom there, you got your little stars. You sort of like Christmas stars. I suppose you could, maybe scatter those on your, your Christmas table, maybe on your Christmas trees as well, if you wanted to do that. That's really cute, isn't it? All your Christmas colours and those beautiful stars as well. $14.99 or $20.99. Oh, done it. Next up is your. You're right down there. It's sorry, Craig. It's just. What are you doing? Go away. Go away. Next up is this is your essentials. This is your essentials. Again. 12 different colours in your golds, your silvers, your reds, your whites and your blacks in there as well. £14.99 or $20.99. You're going to want to get at least one of these, maybe a couple, because you don't want to be without your glitters to finish off your project with a bit of glitz and sparkle. And last but by no means least, take a look at all of these gorgeous pinks and purples as well. $14.99 or $20.99. Right. Wait there a second, everybody. I just want to quickly recap on me trim me pads, because these are brilliant. I did that without destroying the set. I think that deserves a round of applause. Not quite in line. There. Right, your trim me pads, these are brilliant, okay? They're brand new to us here at Crafters TV, and these are just so cool. So you're gonna get 4 pads here, and it's basically 4 for the price of 3. You're gonna get 2 gold and 2 silver, and you've got your everyday essentials and then your birthdays as well. And the brilliant thing about this is you're gonna get 42 sheets. You're gonna get 7 different sentiments and 6 sheets of each. Now, these are all beautifully foiled for you, as you can see, in the gold and the silver. So, whatever it might be for whatever occasion, with the everydays particularly, but these are gorgeous. The clever thing about them, as you can see on the back, you'll see at the top of your screen there, you're thinking, well, what's all of that scribbling? What's all of that writing? Well, very cleverly, you have got all the different dimensions for all of the different cards that you can make. So if you, for example, are making an 8x8 card, you've got all the dimensions on there for you, so you can cut the sentiment to the size of the card that you're making. 7x7, 5x7, 6x6, 4x6, 5x5, 4x4 and 3x4 as well. Also, you've got your golds in your birthday too, and then I just quickly want to show you your everydays as well, because in there, well, as it says on the tin really, or the pad as the case may be, you've got all your everyday sentiments. So you're going to get this in the gold and the silver as well. So things like on your special day, you've got sending you well wishes. Again, you can use that on a whole host of occasions. You've also got included in here too your in my thoughts. Again, you'll think of all sorts of different cards that you can use these on. Wishing you lots of luck. What else have we got in there? With heartfelt thoughts. And you've also got sent with love and best wishes, just to name a few. And as I said, all beautifully scored out on the back for you, so you're never going to be getting the measurements wrong there. Brand new today, you're getting 2 of your birthdays in the gold and the silver, and 2 of your everydays in the gold and the silver as well. Brand new today, and you're getting all 4 of those, but you're only really paying for 3 because we're giving you that discount. $29.96 or $44.97 is your price on those. Also, must just recap on the brand new pattern packs. When I say to you that these are flying out, that is no understatement. You are loving the Hunkydory adorable scoreable pattern packs. You're getting 6 different designs in this. Your Midnight Rainbow is proving so popular, and within each of the packs you're getting so many different designs as well. So usable for so many different projects, whether you're going to be using these for your mats and layers, whether you're going to be using these for your your bases, your card blanks, whether you're going to be using these for your construction projects. I mean, just so many ideas. The great thing is, you've got so many different designs in here. Your paper and wood, I think, is this one of the most popular ones individually? Oh, in fact, they are, yeah, pretty much all about neck and neck, but I love all of the different designs that you got in here. The denim and the abstract ombre, which we'll come on to in just a few moments' time, just about pulling ahead. But as we've said, adorable scoreable. I love that. How can you get so excited about just a piece of paper with some lines and a margin on? But I just think that's so usable. And then this one as well with that crumpled design. How realistic does that look? It's brilliant, isn't it? All of these, as I said, 350 GSM. So you've got kind of construction card weight here, and with that adorable scoreable bendable ink technology, it means that if you are going to be folding these, if you are going to be scoring these, using them for your card blanks, you're not going to get that feathering. You're not going to get that kind of flaking of the cardstock. And you can see you've got some really striking, beautiful colors in here as well. As we go through your ombres, you've also got in here your watercolors. As we've already shown you, your papers and woods. There is something for every occasion. Take a look at that. It's absolutely stunning. Imagine trying to achieve that effect yourself. It's all done for you here. We've been having a bit of a chat on the socials actually about which is your favourite of the 6 packs within the collection. If you had to stick your neck out and choose, what would you go for?
Paper and wood.
Yeah?
Why, straight away.
Why so?
I just think it's so realistic, and it's going to work for so many different occasions. Whether, yes, obviously it's for the guys, but then you look at your collection. So if we've got any of our nature garden or Sarah collection where you've got a lot of nature themes throughout, then your paper and wood's going to work perfectly for that one, especially the wood, you know, for maybe the decking of boats or your garden, or, you know, it could be the trees or that, because you've got that wood effect within them. I just think it's spectacular. But the black and rose gold, that's probably a second,
yeah.
With denim being third, I think.
What's 4th?
All the rest of them.
All the rest of them joined 4th. But the point is, that's why you've got to go for them all, because if you're a little bit like Craig and you're thinking, well, actually I like the Midnight Rainbow, this is your denims by the way, but then I like those denims as well, but then also the paper and wood's quite nice. You don't have to choose, because if you go for this for £40 as well for 144 sheets, I think that's phenomenal value for money. You can be one of the very first to get this from us here at Crafters TV as well. So do not miss out. Go for the whole collection. You know you're going to love it. And almost half the stock of the bundle has gone. So be quick, because as more and more people are waking up across the US, more and more people will be tuning in, and more of that will be going. And this is the other thing, just to stress, first time we've shown you all of these goodies from Hunkydory, it's brand new. So we could have effectively gone, as it's brand new, well, you can pay the full price, you know, because it's brand new. But we're not doing that. We're saying to you, over 15% off. There's your saving there on the screen, whether you're here in the UK or in the US, big savings to be had right across the board. Thank you for all of the messages coming in. Great that we've been able to have a look at some of the goodies in my shop here, like the sparkle rolls and the glitters there as well. We will have a look at some more of your messages in just a few moments, but we've only got 25 minutes left.
It's flying in.
We are going to have to get on with another demonstration. What are you going to be working with over there?
So we're going to use the cardstock again. We're going to use the denim. But just to say as well, in the past, not this card stock, but Adorable Scoreable, I've paid $39.99, paid for it myself, for Adorable Scoreable, where you're getting 90 sheets. And then for that price at £40 here in the UK, and you're getting 144 sheets.
Bonkers.
It just goes to show you, obviously, how great the value is. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the denim, and I'm going to use one of the trim meat inserts as well, just to show you how they work. So I've got a card already finished, but we will start to make the concept of this one. Shows you how simple that it is. So let's bring in, actually, we could use the large one, or let's just swap over to the small one.
Okay.
And then I'm just taking 4 different of the designs of the actual denim one that you can see just there. And then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to chop it into 2.5-inch squares. So 2.5 by 2.5, and I'm wanting 1 square of each design. So we'll just work our way all the way around. So we'll do 2.5 by 2.5, and we're going to be popping this onto a 6x6 card blank, and then we will pop the insert into the middle. Keeping this as it is if you want, but again, if you want to incorporate any of your embossing folders, you can do. Just adds a little bit of texture if you want. So there we go. Let's just finish that one. And I'm just going to just move that out of the way for the time being. What I'm just going to do actually is, I've got a 5x5 card blank, but I've not got a 6x6. Have I got a 6x6? No, it's all 5x5. So let's just take a piece of cardstock, and let's just pretend this is actually, let's not pretend at all. So there is 6x6. Let's take another one. We'll make our own 6x6 card.
Okay.
So 6x6, and then let's take another piece of card. So again, this time we want it to be 6 inches as well, and 6 inches all the way around. And then what I'm just going to do is, if I then just bring my score tool, and I'm just going to use this with the guillotine because we've got the grids within them. I'm just going to just come in 1/2 inch, just creating my own tab along the top, and let's just fold that over. Then we're just going to use our double-sided tape, and we're just going to work that one over the top. That one can then position there, and then we've created our 6x6 card blank that you can see there.
Amazing.
So you've got that one all good to go. So then I've taken these squares, so we're just going to just layer these ones up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our distress tool. Have a look on the website for all these additional elements, and have a look, see what you can pop into your basket.
That's quite cool, isn't it?
So it's actually originally, yeah, it's used for your cutting your ribbon. So if you like, or your ribbon, your thread. So if you like to do your sewing or that, then just to cut your thread, it can just actually just cut it just there where my fingers are. However, you can just use this for your cardstock as well to stress the edges. Also, if you want, being obviously careful, you can use your scissors. So just using along the edge, and all you're just going to do is just scuff along the edges. This is how, for many, many years, we used to do this originally, before the tool came out. So we're just going to work that all the way around. But then nowadays, because we have got our distress tool, what we're just going to do is just finish these ones off. Because you've got that white core, what we're doing afterwards, well, we would do if you wanted to. You could go around with your inks. So if you've got any of your blue inks, maybe you want to bring in some of your silvers. That would look really nice as well.
They just reminded me in the gallery. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned is Derek's in the producer chair today. So he's kind of in charge. Where's he in charge?
Is he in charge?
Well, he's sort of just, you know, He's sort of sat in there, just I don't know what he's doing, just pressing a few buttons.
Do you know what we've been like today? You know when you're at school or that, and your teacher's off sick, and you've got that substitute.
Yeah.
It's like, no, mate. Yeah. This is our room. This
mate.
Ben.
This is our room.
He's like, right, so we'll do this, and me and Ben are like, no, we won't.
I only mentioned Derek because I must mention because obviously I know Derek's doing a lot of crafting, isn't he? I have somehow managed to say that I'm going to be doing a bit of sewing. Basically, my daughter has decided that she wants to start sewing, so I mentioned it yesterday to Bernie, who's been in touch on Facebook, and says, "Hi Ben and Craig, Ben, I'm coming this afternoon with your sewing machine."
Whoa!
Yeah, I got a sewing machine and a little fabric starter kit for you to learn to sew. Craig is next on my hit list. Now, I don't know whether that means she's going to get you to sew or whether you're in trouble.
Well, me, it's probably the latter.
Right,
you know,
trouble.
Yeah.
You don't sew, do you?
No, I think that's what she means.
Oh, right, so she's going to teach me and then she's going to teach you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she could teach me and then I could teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually just thinking, you just caught me just while I was thinking there, with this denim effect, why not do some of the stitching effect as well? There's nothing stopping you using your needle and thread and not working all the way around. You can be doing that one as well. Of course, what I will just say, just going back a bit, you know,
what?
Derek, forgot his name.
Yeah, that bloke, he sometimes works with us, he's sometimes here. Derek,
do you know, it's been really nice actually having him in the hot seat today as well. It's been really, because I didn't know he's done this sort of stuff in the past.
No, yeah, apparently.
I didn't know that, but yeah he's done that.
Which is best, is producing or is presenting?
Well, see, this is his first time obviously producing here at Crafters TV, so I think, we'll say no more.
Move on.
So all that I've just done with that one is just done my 2.5 inch squares using 4 of the different designs. I've just used a distress tool, but then what I've just done beforehand, just taken a die cut sentiment, and then even that in style, that's just from a previous stamp set, one of ours at Crafters Companion, and just done heat embossing with white. Now we've got our fancy fonts. They are, if they're not on later on today, they're on later on this week. Yeah. That would also work really well. This is actually one of Hunkydory's one. It's not one of ours.
It looks like you've just taken some bits of material off a little swatch and just like put them onto the card.
Yeah, it's a bit like a quilting blocker, that.
Yeah.
So we've got that one here. But then just to show it now, this is it's not going to work accurately because if you can remember the actual back with the hinge, so this card blank isn't actually 6x6 because we've got that 1/2 inch at the top there. But what we will do is we will pretend that it's 6x6 and we will use the actual trim it. But then afterwards we can trim it even more to actually match. So what we can do is let's just go straight for the first one at the top. Well, no, let's not. Heartfelt thanks. No, we won't. Oh no, you're in my thoughts. No, we won't do that one.
Through a little bit.
All the best on your special day.
Yeah, go for that one.
That's a happy one.
Bit more cheery.
There we go. Yeah. So what we can do is if you
He's pressed that button again to disappear. And
that's twice in 2 days I've had to press that button. So if I actually bring this close up for you to see, so on the back of it you've got all your measurements or your guide. So there we go, my red face here, where you've got all the measurements there. So you can see you've got 4x4, 4x3, 3x4, which is actually the same as 4x3 but the other way around, 5x5, 6x6, 5x7. You've got all these different ones. That's as good as my maths from earlier on.
150 and £1 each, that gives you £150.
So to create a 6x6 insert, you're just looking at the corner that says 6x6. So right where my finger is, just there, that says, it does say 6x6. So all that I'm going to do, you're going to see it in the opposite corner as well, just there. It also says 6x6. So you're just following those lines. You've got the 2 at the bottom that also say 6x6. So bringing in our guillotine, although what you can do is use your ruler as well as your craft knife, and you're literally just going to trim along the actual line for 6x6. So here we are here, 6x6 all the way along to there. So I'm just going to line that one up, and I'm just lining it up with my guillotine, and then I'm just going to cut along the 6x6 line. We're just going to turn that around, and again, if I bring this down, I'm just following that 6x6 line all the way around. Let's just trim that on the actual line, just there. And once again, very repetitive, working it round, and then we're just going to trim along the 6x6. And then last but not least, following that line all the way down that you can see there, turning it around, that gives us our perfect 6x6 insert. Now you can absolutely, it's matte, so you could be inking onto it as well if you wanted to. Now this is where it's obviously, because my card blank isn't quite 6x6. Let's bring in the one that's already done. So if I just open this one for you to see, if I pop that into the middle, we have got our perfect 6x6 that you can see just there. If you do have a card at a different shape like this one here, because obviously we've lost half an inch because I've created the hinge at the top there, all you need to do is bring your trimmer in again. If you want it to be accurate, then all that I'm just going to do is just trim 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and then do 1/4 of an inch from the top, and then that will then fit into our card that you can see just there. So you've got the measurements for all of the common sizes and a few different ones that you maybe wouldn't necessarily think of, but nothing stopping you from doing different sizes if you've got a bit of a different obscure kind of card blank or card shape. Bring your Nesson dies, cut into them, die cut them as well. You don't just have to use your guillotine.
So much love for all of the collections coming in as we sort of head towards the end of the show. One request quickly from Susan on Facebook, who said, can Ben get Craig to give me a Hunkydory birthday shout out?
Who was that?
It's Susan Rushton on Facebook.
Susan, tell you what, let's go.
Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Where's he going now? What's he doing?
Happy birthday, big happy birthday hugs. There we go.
Look at that. A nice little hug for you there. She only asked for a shout out.
There we go. And you got a hug as well.
You got a hug as well. There you go.
Happy birthday, Susan.
Loads of love for all of the collections. The sunflower collections get a lot of love, but also the rose quartz collection as well. We will fully recap on everything that you're going to get in that in just a few moments' time. And I know Craig has got one more demonstration lined up for you as well, as far as that is concerned. But let's just recap on what I think is the star of the show. I mean, there's lots of chat going on about all of the different packs that we've got within your adorable Scoreable Patterns pack, but let us quickly go through this all. So you're going to get within this your Midnight Rainbow, all of these different patterns and designs with each of the packs that you will get, and 6 of each, 8 designs, 3 of each within each collection. That is your Midnight Rainbow. 350 GSM, don't forget. So you've got that construction weight cardstock, and with it being Hunkydory adorable Scoreable, you've got that bendable ink technology. Some amazing colours, some amazing designs. Lots of love for the paper and wood collection as well. You saw that first demo that Craig did a little bit earlier on in the show, how all of these just work perfectly together as well. And if it's masculine cards that you're after, again, these are going to work beautifully for you. Next up, we've gone past the line paper. No, we haven't. We've got, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, we've mixed that up a bit, haven't we? That's the, sorry, my bad. That's not wood at all, is it? Well, it's a bit of a sneaky peek to the rose gold, which is coming up in just a mo. That is definitely your paper, and there's your crumpled paper, as we then move into our next collection, which is, this is your abstract ombre. Abstract, I think I've mixed a few of these up now actually. Yeah, I've mixed these up. But you get all of them, and you'll get them in 6 separate packs as well, so you'll know what's what. That is definitely your watercolour wash. That's one of my absolute faves there. Beautiful, that blew into the sort of sandy beach almost. You've then got even more in your abstract wash as well, as we go through all of the colours. I mean, just amazing. You've got kind of like, I said, that sort of cosmic effect here. You've got your kind of, that's almost like a beach scene, isn't it? Look at that. You kind of imagine getting your surfboard out and getting on that one as well. Also included in this, we have got your watercolour wash. Here is your abstract ombre. I have definitely mix these up, but remember, you'll get all of these included. I'm so sorry everybody, I'm just making a right old mess of this. I'm gonna have to put these back. Oh, Harry said that actually. Mine were in order until until I brought Craig's back. So I think Craig has mixed his up, and then I've got mine mixed up because I put them back in the full collection. So Craig, you'll have to sort this out at the end of the show. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It's not Tracy that's going to be annoyed. That's my set that you're mixing up.
All right. The rose gold and black again, look at that. There's a gold finger. Craig's just sitting himself on the naughty step. You got your geometrics in there as well. Some amazing designs. Yeah, our substitute teacher in the gallery is not happy. He might be coming in here in a minute. See me after, he just said.
I think I could have done with that pattern background that's got the lines on them, eh?
Yeah.
Craig will not disrespect the subs teacher.
Oh dear, must do better. And then we've got your denims included in there as well, certainly proving very popular. All of these you can get individually. Love that kind of floral design on there as well. All of these, as I said, you can go for individually, but the value for money here is in this bundle where you get the lot. 144 sheets in total. Adorable scorable, bendable ink technology, £40 or $60 is amazing. Now the rose quartz collection is also brand new today. I can show you the majority of this, although I can't show you the inserts because for some reason they're over the other side of the studio with Craig. You've got the inserts over there for some reason. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. But listen, quick flick through these. What? Go on. No, we'll go to you in a minute. But basically, with this collection, you get your concept cards, which we're starting off with first up. Don't chuck them! Funny how you can go off someone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa! It's like that, is it? You've got to go and see Mr. Marks at the end of the show anyway, so yeah. You better sort yourself out. I can't believe you just chucked that at me. Your concept cards. Okay, so in the concept cards, you've got the ability to make your rosette easel card and your pretty pop-up card as well. You get all of the embellishments to go with it, and then the card itself just pops out and away you go. If you're not quite sure how to do it, again, you get all of the inspiration and you get all of the instructions to go with each of those cards as well. Simple to do, and we're going to have a look at a few of those cards with Craig in just a few moments' time. You also get, with the collection, boxes that you can make up to pop your cards in. Also, your rose quartz collection, and again, this is absolutely phenomenal. Lots of people on the socials saying loving the swans, be great for wedding cards or anniversary cards. All beautifully die cut, ready to go. You've got the foiling on there too. It's stunning, and as we've said, top to bottom, side to side, the creativity here is amazing. 16 cards that you'll make minimum, but you know, combine this with your pattern pack as well, you're going to get a lot more out of it. Take a look at that imagery. It's just gorgeous with all of the tags and the sentiments included as well. And of course, you're going to get all of that cardstock too, with the foiled accent, all perfectly matching up with the toppers to give you the opportunity to make some gorgeous cards. And then on top of that, we've got the little book as well. And again, this is all beautifully matched with the imagery and the colors that you've got within the collection. There's 150 5-inch squares here. So I said, if you wanted to be, you know, completely frugal with this, you've got 150 cards there potentially, but if you wanted to cut into these, you can do some decoupage of course as well. Look at those beautiful swans. All of the imagery works perfectly with all of your cardstock, with all of the toppers as well, and that's why this is such a comprehensive collection and why people love these Hunkydory kits, because it is all about ease of craftability, all about kind of just getting it out and getting crafting, not having to think too much, not having to worry what goes with what, because all of the hard work has been done for you. $38.95 or $58.49 if you're in the States. And just to give you a bit of an idea, here's Craig, that there I think you've got in your hand, is that one of the concept cards?
It is. It's actually what we're going to do next, just to show you how the concept cards work. So you can see we've got the pop-up just there, but this is showing you some of the things that you could be making using the actual collection. But with the little book you were just showing, Ben, why don't you just take one of the images, pop them into a frame? How much would you pay if you went into one of the little boutique stores and you just seen an image like some of the ones that are within the actual little book, get just in a wee frame, nothing else to it. You might want to pop a few gems on it if you wanted to, not a lot to it, but this is the sort of things that you could be creating with the actual collection, or incorporate it with the little book that Ben was showing you. So these are just some of the things that you can be creating, but again, because you actually get the elements or the cardstock to actually make the concept cards, this is what we thought we will just show you to finish off. Really, really easy, but really gives you that kind of wow factor when you look at it. So what we're going to do is you get the sheets already die cut, so it's got all the parts for you to actually pop out and then just assemble. Now this is where also I would come along with either my scissors or my craft knife, but just for time and speed we're just going to leave it as it is. So you've got the score lines already there for you, and then just even look at the detail when it comes to the score line. Now look at that. So this is what Hunkydory think of when creating that fold in the middle. Instead of just folding it and basically cutting off that top bit, they've actually incorporated all the way around, and you can see how it's even just die cut into that top bit there. So you're not losing any of that symmetry, you know, from the top to the bottom. It's all there included. So all that we're just doing then is taking this middle part. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to mount and fold, then we're going to valley fold, and then mount and fold. So I'm just going to do it that way just to hold it into place, and then I'm just going to fold back on itself. So then that gives us the pop-up part that you can see just there. That's all done, and then that's all that we're doing with that one. So let's just take our tape runner. You could use your wet glues, you can use your double-sided tapes if you want. It's entirely up to yourself. And then all that I'm just going to do just here is we're just going to just line up that middle part. So you can see just there how it just lines up just perfectly. And then I'm just going to just pop that one just in so that you can see. So if I just line that one up there, and we're doing that with the other side.
Sandra. Susan says, Craig, you're the best. I'll take the hug. She enjoyed that hug a few minutes ago, the virtual hug that you gave her for her birthday.
Oh, you're welcome. I think that's something that everyone's finding hard at the moment.
Yeah,
you know, if you're a hug person, like to give hugs. You know, it's hard at the moment not to actually give physical hugs. So is it virtual or that's not virtual? 'Cause
it is, isn't it? It is kind of virtual. Yeah, virtual
a
hug.
Bit like that.
Yeah.
So a virtual hug I'll have to do. So then this is where you're going to just pop your pop-up elements. Now this is the sheet. So
wow, I get loads.
You get loads. You've got the ability as well to actually create your own decoupage because they layer up. You get other sheets as well. So I've taken one of the other ones where we've got the dress on it, and then I've just popped the foam pad at the bottom, and then just on this part just here, that's where you're just going to assemble it. So I'm just going to lift it up just for you to see. So I'm just going to just pop that just into the middle and press down, and then I'm just going to layer all these extra bits that you can see just here. Match them straight over the top, or do your own design. Just do it, you know, kind of off center. Just build up your own layers if you wanted to. I'm using all of them for this specific design, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm just pressing them into place. So we're just going to hold that one on that you can see just there. And then what I'm going to do is you've got a few sentiments as well. So let's take the birthday wishes, and then for this one, what I'm just going to do, let's take another foam pad, and I'm just going to just pop that just into the middle. And we're just going to just position that just there, and then there we go. That's created the pop-up. Now obviously we're going to have a bit of dimension that you can see from up above there, but there's not a lot to it. It still gives you that pop-up effect. So if I just close it so you can see there, and then what we're just going to do is lift it up, and then you've got that pop-up just there. Write your own message on the other side, no problem at all. You know, a ballpoint pen or an alcohol marker will work, but there we go. Really quick and really simple, or then you can go all out and use the components on their own if you want.
And of course, full instructions, all of it there for you. It makes it so easy to do. So literally get yourself some foam pads with this collection today, and away you go. The two different types of concept card that you've got with that beautiful rosette card as well. But that's not all that you get within your Rose Quartz Dreams. Of course, you get your concept cards, but within this collection, whoa, you get everything. You get your die cut toppers, you get all of your cardstock included in here as well. You get those inserts, you also get your little book as well, and as we've mentioned, the concept cards too. So the ability to make so many cards here. If you break this down to 150 in there, 16 within the Rose Quartz Dreams, you know, and that's kind of being minimal with it. And then you've got your concept cards as well. I think you can make, is it 8 concept cards? Yeah, it makes 8 concept cards. So you're talking about about 175 cards potentially. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? For $38.95 or $58.49, loads of you going for that as well. And it's a 25% saving, so do not miss out on that. Lots of people saying how much they love the adorable Scrabble as well. Let's just read this from Jam. on Facebook, who says, hi from Florida. I hail from Preston to Florida, and I've used Adorable Scoreable for well over 10 years, and I can honestly say the quality is amazing. Adorable Scoreable and Centura Pearl are my go-to cardstocks for all my projects, whether it be card making or home decor. By the way, I'll be 64 years young next week. Yeah, Hunkydory is in Preston, started in 1990. There you go, how's that for knowledge? Tell us more about Hunkydory.
So Hunkydory started as a needlecraft company many years ago with Anne and her husband, and then just over time it's just moved on into the papercraft industry, and then now of course we've still got Anne, but we've got Big Boss Dan, and then we've also got Adam as well, and then Anne-Marie. You know, you say Hunkydory, you think of Anne-Marie, which we should just say as well, congratulations to Anne-Marie and Mark, little Joseph, who's now got a wee baby sister Sophie. So probably Anne-Marie won't be watching today, but you know, big congratulations anyway. Give birth a couple of weeks ago.
I think she might be watching because she said that I was her babe, remember? She probably will.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah, will be.
I do remember that. But then I still hold Anne-Marie as one of those that helped to get me where I am today. And we've told that story in the past, so we don't need to do that again. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We haven't got time now, no. Let's just quickly show you again and remind you of your Hunkydory pattern packs. Again, brand new today. You've got 6 packs within the bundle, 8 sheets. 3 of each design, 8 designs, 3 of each. Let's get that right. And you've got 144 sheets in total from your Midnight Red. But these are all mixed up, of course, don't forget. But you've got your woods in here, paper and wood. You've got your rose gold and black. You've also got your abstract ombres in here.
That's what my homework used to look like.
Yeah. What, is that how you handed it in, or is that what your teacher did when you handed it to your teacher? Just screwed it up and threw it in the bin?
No, it was always what I done. Never got as far as the teacher.
Oh, did it not? I can't believe that for a second. You got your watercolor wash in here, and as we go through, again, just beautiful. Your denims have proved popular. All of these are included in here. These are a little bit mixed up, I won't lie, but you're going to get these all in individual packs, so you know exactly what you've got. What I will say of this collection, half of the stock has gone, and we never like to kind of panic you into buying, but it is now time to start checking out your baskets, check out your carts. Do not miss out on this deal. You can be one of the very first people to get your hands on this collection. That is your rose gold, and then you've also got your rose gold and black, your denims at the back as well. 144 sheets, 350 GSM, adorable scoreable technology with that bendable ink technology, which means this is going to be perfect for all of your cards. And all of your construction projects as well. As we said, £40 or $60 is phenomenal for the whole collection. However, if budget doesn't stretch, or if it's just a couple of the individual packs that you like the most, you can buy those individually as well. But you know, you can just go for that. The sunflowers as well, proving so popular. Again, with this, it's a complete kit. I kind of wish that we'd got time to see this a little bit more. We did have one quick demo with Craig a little bit earlier on, if you want to watch the show back. But again, same sort of thing here, in the fact that you've got all of those beautiful toppers. Well, you can see there, they're just falling out. That's how easy they come out. So if you want to get this as your first kit, get yourself some adhesive, get yourself some foam pads, and away you go. Love the fact with this one as well is you get all your little butterflies and your letters in there as well, so you can spell out your own sentiments should you want to do that. And again, from top to bottom, side to side, filled with craftability. Make sure you check out on this, because it is proving very popular indeed. You've got your cardstock in there as well, with your foiled accents. You've also got your inserts in here too, all matched up. All the hard work has been done for you, and you're not having to think too much about what goes where, what goes with what. It is all done. And then of course with that, you've got your tags included as well. Oh, my eye's gone a bit blurry there. And then you've got your sunflower tags included. And then finally, last but by no means least, your trim me. You saw that on the last demo. 4 for the price of 3. So you've got your birthday sentiments. You've got your everyday included in there as well. Both of those pads are in. You've got the gold and the silver. 42 sheets in each. And you've got 7 different sentiments, 6 of each. $29.96 or $44.97. we are rapidly running out of time. We've got about an hour to grab a bit of food and have a cup of coffee. But what are we coming back to in an hour's time?
We've got lots of fun. Should just say as well, on behalf of myself, Ben, and all at Crafters Companion, for legal reasons, kids, anyone that is watching, stay in school, respect your teachers and do your homework. But then we're back in an hour for lots of Christmas goodies if you want to get stuck into Christmas and die cotton.
Thank you so much, Craig. What he said, and we'll see you in about an hour's time. You've got to go to the headmaster's office. Go on, off you go. See you in a bit.